Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on leadership. What makes those top CEOs tick? We're looking at this really cool article from Torben Burer. Just
Wow.
came out October 5th, 2024. Trust me, lots to unpack here. So we're talking CEOs, right? But just think for a second. When you hear greatest athlete of all time, who pops into your head?
Oh man, that's a tough one. So many legends, right?
All right, like he's got Michael Jordan hitting those crazy shots, Serena Williams dominating tennis, Tom Brady with all those Super Bowls. But what if I told you, statistically, the greatest athlete might be someone you've never even heard of?
Really? Now you've got me curious.
It's true. This article highlights Ashton Eaton. He's a decathlete, actually holds the world record.
A decathlete. Wow, 10 events. That's insane.
Right, retired back in 2017, but still, the decathlon. Talk about well-rounded.
That's the definition of well-rounded. You can't just be good at one thing, right? You need it all speed, strength, a whole package.
Exactly. And Eaton, he wasn't always the absolute best in any one event,
Yeah.
but his consistency across all 10, that's what made him statistically incredible.
So I'm sensing a connection here to the CEO world. Is this about being a specialist versus a generalist?
You got it. Except in this case, it's being a generalist at the highest level. That's what this article calls the decathlon CEO.
I like it. So these aren't necessarily the big name CEOs we always hear about.
Exactly. They're the ones consistently crushing it, not because of one superpower, but because they excel across a bunch of essential mindsets.
Makes sense. And how does the article break down those mindsets?
Well, they actually dug into some fascinating research from McKinsey. He studied a massive group, like 800 CEOs, for 2 decades.
Wow, that's a serious study. What'd they find?
They found it wasn't just raw intelligence or charisma that set these CEOs apart. It all boiled down to 6 key mindsets.
Okay, I'm hooked. Let's hear about these mindsets.
Mindset number 1, and get this, it's setting direction with boldness.
Boldness, huh? So more than just setting goals.
Way more. We're talking making big, even risky moves,
Mhm.
disrupting things to get to that vision.
So it's about having the vision, but then the guts to actually shake things up to achieve it.
Exactly. A perfect example is Ajay Banga, CEO of MasterCard.
Mr. Okay.
Most CEOs, they'd be fine just working the credit card market, right? Not Banga. He wanted to kill cash.
Whoa, now that's bold. Talk about challenging convention.
Right. It's that willingness to completely flip the script that sets these leaders apart. Okay, ready for mindset number 2.
Hit me.
This one's about alignment. The article actually calls it treating soft skills as the hardest skills. Pretty cool, right?
I love that because it really highlights just how crucial a company's culture is.
Absolutely. It's not just about the product, it's about the people. And the article points to Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors. She made building a culture of openness and integrity a top priority.
That's huge. It's like they're saying, yeah, the bottom line matters, but how we get there, how we treat each other, that matters just as much.
And this is where I feel like, especially if you're coming from the sports world, you might have a bit of an advantage, right? Teamwork, trust, the drive toward a common goal, that's like ingrained in you.
Totally. The environments that create top athletes, they just breed those values. Discipline, collaboration, pushing for excellence. That translates so well into leadership, no matter what you're doing.
It's like real-world leadership training, not just textbook stuff. Okay, ready for mindset number 3. This one's called leadership mobilization. It's a step beyond just being a good leader yourself.
Okay, so what's it all about?
It's about empowering those around you to become leaders too, right? Building a star team, as the article says. It's not about just managing individuals, it's about creating more leaders.
Gotcha. So, like that saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Exactly. And again, such a strong link back to athletics. Think about any successful team. It's never just about one star player.
Right. You need those specialized roles, the supporting players, mentors. It's about everyone knowing the plan and playing their part.
Okay, on to mindset number 4. And this one's interesting. It's engaging the board. That sounds kind of boring at first. Board meetings, you know?
Yeah, not exactly the most thrilling thing, I get it, but it's crucial.
Because even the best CEOs, they don't operate in a vacuum, right? You've got a board of directors, stakeholders, people you got to answer to.
For sure. And it's not enough to just show up with some numbers and be like, hey, look, we did good.
Right. The really effective CEOs, they see the board as this strategic advantage, like a sounding board for new ideas, different viewpoints, even mentors in a way.
Absolutely. So it's about actively getting their input, making sure they're on board with the vision, building that strong relationship.
And this, again, I think athletes might have an edge. They've spent their careers navigating all kinds of different people, coaches, trainers, sponsors, even the media.
Yeah.
It's like you got everyone on the same page, right? Explain the game plan so everyone understands.
Exactly. And that ability to manage up, build consensus, handle different viewpoints, that is pure gold in the business world, especially at the top.
Okay, 2 more mindsets to go. Number 5, stakeholder connectivity. Sounds kind of basic, right?
Yeah.
Keep your investors happy, treat your employees well, all that.
Well, it's a bit more than that. It's not about making everyone happy all the time because let's be real, that's impossible.
Right, you can't please everyone.
Exactly. It's about having this 360-degree view of your company where it fits in the world.
So understanding what everyone wants, investors, employees, the community, and then making it all work together.
You got it. And again, this is where athletes might have a leg up. Think about it. They've always got the spotlight on them. They're used to how their actions affect fans, sponsors, teammates, everyone.
Talk about pressure. But I guess it's also good training for dealing with public perception and different opinions.
Exactly. Okay, ready for the final mindset. This one's called personal effectiveness. Basically, it's about mastering, well, you.
Makes sense. Especially for CEOs, I imagine. They've got a million things coming at them all the time.
Absolutely. It's not just working hard, it's working smart. Managing your time, your energy, staying focused even when things are crazy.
Which, for athletes transitioning to the business world, that's got to be a shift, right? Going from those super structured days to who knows what.
True. But the article actually suggests that their athletic background gives them a huge advantage here. Discipline. Think about it. These are people who've trained their minds and bodies to perform under insane pressure.
They know how to build routines, stay focused, push through challenges.
Exactly. It's like built-in CEO training.
Right. But how do they actually use that in a business setting? Any tips from the article?
Yeah, they actually give some great advice. And honestly, I think it applies to anyone aiming for leadership, not just athletes. First off, don't wait. Don't wait till your sports career is over to think about your next move. Start figuring out your passions now. What gets you excited outside of your sport? What kind of impact do you want to make?
So it's like choosing your event, but instead it's your industry, your purpose.
Exactly. And just like training your body, you got to train your mind. Work on those soft skills, communication, emotional intelligence, how to connect with people, inspire them.
Find mentors, take courses, surround yourself with people who push you.
Exactly. And this is where your experience as an athlete is so valuable. You've seen different leadership styles, firsthand coaches, mentors, even teammates who stepped up as leaders.
Right. It's like you've got this mental library of leadership examples.
Exactly. Okay, here's another tip. Expand your horizons. As an athlete, you're used to focusing on your specific event. But in business, it's about seeing the bigger picture.
So don't stay in your lane. Read about different industries, follow inspiring people, see how other parts of the business world work.
Exactly. And this might sound funny, but build your own personal board of advisors. Find mentors, coaches, people you trust who can guide you as you figure out your own path.
It's like having your own all-star team cheering you on.
I love that. And lastly, never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop pushing yourself to be better.
So it sounds like becoming a CEO or any kind of leader, it's more than just skills, right? It's about developing these 6 essential mindsets.
You got it. Being bold with your vision, building a strong team culture, helping others become leaders, understanding all your stakeholders, mastering your own effectiveness, and always seeing the big picture.
And taking all those incredible things that make athletes great, the discipline, the resilience, the drive, and bringing them into the business world.
Exactly. And, the article ends with a really great quote. It's from Larry Culp, the CEO of GE. He said his goal is to make leading a company as fun and high-performing as a great high school basketball team.
I love that. It really captures that feeling of everyone working together, striving for something big.
Right. It's about that shared passion, that shared purpose.
Absolutely. So as you go about your week, think about these 6 mindsets. How can you apply them to your own life, your own career, your own journey? It's something to think about. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of leadership. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep striving for greatness in everything you do.